So I'm here on 46th Avenue, and you can see where Dominic ran off of the road, landing here in this ditch, and some of his friends skipped school today just to say goodbye to their friends. It's been so cold out here. These sub-zero temperatures, they have been having to rotate on this DART bus every 15 minutes. And while you may be tired of hearing the numbers and you may be tired of hearing the same advice, and you're not alone, we're all suffering from COVID fatigue. Tonight, Johnson & Johnson vaccines can resume in the United States. This after a CDC advisory panel voted just moments ago. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin will likely learn June 16th how long he will spend in prison for the murder of George Floyd. We've learned the 5 suspects drove up from Jefferson Avenue this way. And you can see that this home behind me, that's where they put bullet holes that you can physically see. At least 20 rounds were shot off, and one of them striking the 2-year-old boy. So the water that they were trying to put the flames out with is now covered this house completely in ice. And Brandon, you should have seen my dog trying to walk in the snow today. It's like she remembered, oh, this happens. I saw a line of cars with people rolling those windows down, sticking those arms out to get that COVID-19 vaccine. Now this is where you're going to enter. You can see that sign right there that says drive up. Good morning. Yeah, I'm doing something I never thought I would do, and I'm holding on for dear life, but I'm actually sitting on a bull. So you can't find name brand cleaning supplies. Well, you're not the only one. So let's figure out what you can use to clean surfaces with. Construction season can cause a real headache on your daily commute. You have to watch out for detours, road close signs, and construction workers. And it's already happening in Nevada, and it's pricey. Thousands of Iowans still remain without a job or have had their hours or wages cut because of the pandemic. And that means rent is getting harder and harder to pay.
Your shorts and t-shirt for Monday up into the 80s.
No one wants to see these legs, no.
I'm ready. Flip-flops.
Gotta do it at some point.
Have a great weekend. I believe in corn sweat now.
Okay, yeah, it is a thing.
I didn't at first, but now I do. We're being told that if you live within this crime scene tape, you cannot go back in your homes for the rest of the day. Now that looks pretty bad. And also neighbors have told me that the explosion sounded just like a bomb.
It was a very loud explosion.
And you heard a loud boom?
Boom, and it woke us up from sound asleep.
Neighbors woke up to a scary start to their morning.
I have tons of damage. My front windows in my house are blown out. My door doesn't have a glass in it any longer. My upstairs, there's insulation all over the floor.
Many explaining they thought a bomb went off.
We came down and our kitchen window was blown out. Then we came outside and saw the big balls of flames.
This photo shows the home right after the explosion.
There's not much left of that house. If anything, there's a basement.
Captain Mike Morgan says he's never seen anything like this before.
We had to shut off the power just in front of this house. This power line here, the Mid-America shut off, and there's debris when we pulled up 2 blocks down.
Local 5 is told that the house was vacant during the time of the explosion, but neighbors in the area say they smelled gas for the past 2 days.
I took the garbage out last night and it was really strong.
Did you call Mid-American or anything?
No, I didn't even have any idea what was going on.
Now this explosion could have been much worse, but still fire crews and the Mid-American are still trying to get around this road right here. There is tons of glass, tons of trees and debris all up and down this street here. So the police department is also telling us that the 900 through 1300 block of Arthur Avenue will be closed for the next 3 days. Saying goodbye to COVID. Ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready, okay. From one of the youngest
75
to one of the oldest.
I am 101.
You'll have a little bit of arm soreness tomorrow probably.
Beaverdale Estate residents received their first round of the Pfizer vaccine. This man
Glad I got it.
is Leroy Bell. He was the first resident to get the vaccine. How does that make you feel?
Oh, very good. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting it.
Around 75 residents rolled up their sleeves to get the dose.
She gives a very good shot. You just don't even notice it, really.
And this lovely lady over here is Lois Kearns.
I look like a 99-year-old retired pharmacist.
She was one of the very first pharmacists in the state of Iowa.
I think it's wonderful, and I'm hoping the vaccine will slow it down and eventually stop it.
We know there's a long road ahead here, but the residents here have been so excited for this vaccine. You know, it's kind of something that we've all been looking forward to.
This is like my family now. I've lived here for 7 years, and you know, And I think it's something we should do.
Everybody here seemed very calm and happy, and that they're just doing fine.
I'm Lakyn McGee.
Hey.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Local 5 News, we are Iowa. Today is a very windy day, and the Des Moines Fire Department is taking advantage of that because, as you can see right here, they're doing their water rescue training, and the weather isn't always going to cooperate, especially when they're doing these types of rescues. Every year, the Des Moines Fire Department is deployed at least 18 times for a water rescue. The most dangerous deployment is here at the C Street pedestrian bridge.
I've had the opportunity to pull several people from the water.
Obi Myers is a senior fire medic and has rescued someone right here where they trained.
And I think my favorite thing about water rescue is that when they call you, somebody's already in trouble, so every second counts.
To see what it takes, I had the opportunity to gear up and train with them. Our scenario, a victim in the water by the third arch under the pedestrian bridge. We had to lower and pull the ring buoy from the water in gusting winds. Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Trying to pull that ring buoy up over against the current, it's kind of deceiving how fast and how strong that water actually is until you're actually in the situation.
Farrell has been a firefighter for 2 years. He's never had to do a water rescue, but one of his biggest fears is not being successful at rescuing someone.
No one ever wants to walk away from a situation like this and say it didn't work out.
That's why they train. And learning the communication for these types of rescues is key to survival. Now, every Des Moines Fire Department employee has to do this type of water rescue training just in case they're the ones called out to have to do the rescue. Reporting from the C Street pedestrian bridge, I'm Lakyn McGee for Local 5 News. We are Iowa.